League was today suspended until the 3rd of April due to the outbreak of coronavirus.
To take on the challenge of something like lockdown, you have to try and be the calm one, the consistent one, and get us through a very tough period. We literally left the training ground one day and didn't see each other for a very long time. The Everton game at home was one of my favourite games of the season in terms of our performance. It left me very happy after the performance to see the work that we put in through the year. When you see a performance like that, you know, it means that things are coming together.
Chelsea's Callum Hudson-Odoi tested positive for COVID-19 on Thursday evening. The full squad have now gone into self-isolation.
At that point, I knew that there was going to be a break, and it was going to be an indefinite break.
People must stay at home.
I remember very well the moment that I heard or was aware that lockdown was coming in, because it was, in a football sense, and football feels pretty small when lockdown actually, and the issues that we had with the virus came really home to roost over the next weeks. So it was a confusing time for us all. The unknowns were everywhere. We literally left the training ground one day and didn't see each other for a very long time.
Obviously with the boys, you're with the boys and you're mixing with them and having banter and that, and then next minute I'm stuck at home on my own. So it's just, you kind of take so many things for granted on match day, playing matches at Stamford Bridge and stuff. So that's something I've kind of realised, that you can't take it for granted, and you never know what's going to happen and what things can take away.
We wanted to make it feel like a real family unit, and the Chelsea family as such, and the club from above, and that means from the owner himself. We're making incredible gestures in terms of our charity link-ups and making the hotel at Stamford Bridge available for the NHS. It was an honour to be part of Chelsea at that point and manager of the club. And I have to say that I think as a collective effort, everybody did their utmost to act and behave in the right way and with a real positive attitude. There were a lot of responsibilities that we had to take as Chelsea, and a lot of big part of that as well was to stay in touch with the fans.
That's Rudiger! Oh my God! Football there is not so important. Like, the most important thing is health.
The players were speaking regularly, to making contact to fans who were in difficult periods, not being able to leave their houses.
I'm Maureen.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Just about. Hello, handsome.
There were things that were becoming much more important than football. For myself, it was speaking to a Chelsea fan who was a surgeon and working through a terribly tough time working in the hospitals.
No, it's my honour, my pleasure.
What I'm going to take from this whole experience is this whole collective effort, and everyone is giving everything they can.
Everything looked very different at Cobham. We had to take real care in how we behaved around the training ground, and staying socially distant, making sure that we handled the sessions right, and then also with an eye to games that are going to start soon.
Good afternoon. After 3 months of lockdown, the Premier League will officially return on the 17th of June. Frank Lampard's Chelsea will be back in action away at Aston Villa on the 21st of June.
To come back training in the best shape and with a real positive attitude when football came back, that they wanted to finish the season in difficult circumstances, but finish the season as well as they could. So that made me very pleased when we came back and we saw how everybody had come through it We all had challenges, but I think we as a club and the club as a whole, which was made me very proud to be manager, made as good a job as they could at getting through that tough time. I think one of the really positive things about the recent happenings and the movement that's happening is the togetherness and that the players are showing, clubs are showing, everyone involved is showing to try and move forward. Every day you're seeing players, clubs come together, and that's a great thing. That's what this is all about, is being together, moving forward, and we have some work to do and we'll all keep doing that.
Frank, good to see you. What do you think this spell will demand of you as a manager? Because this isn't the football that any of us are used to. In fact, it's very different in so many ways.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of challenges. A lot of them I think we've already encountered in the short period to try and get the players fit for these games. They're off for a long time. We've had to try and guard against injury whilst getting as fit as we can, and I think we'll see that in the early games. But there are things that are different, but one thing that pretty much remains the same is the players on the pitch realising what's at stake in these games and performing to the best of their abilities to try and win for Chelsea. Our first game of restart at Aston Villa was very, very different, to say the least. It was very easy to speak about, no fans and new procedure and risk assessment, but to actually go through it and play in the Premier League for me is the best league in the world for many reasons, but one of them is the fans. The support that we have for the clubs, and us at Chelsea here, our away fans are always fantastic. And I've had some of my best days in a Chelsea shirt at Aston Villa.
It's the moment he's been dreaming of! Chelsea's all-time leading goal scorer.
To not have any fans there supporting you, to not feel that on the day when you turn up, it was very strange. On that point, I think the players performed very well. We controlled huge parts of the game. So credit to the players. I thought they dealt with it very, very well, and we had to get used to a new normal.
Strange, obviously, to come back after over 3 months, and without fans. That was strange, but we have been working for this a long time. I think we all missed the competition, so we were looking forward to playing the first game today.
Facing Manchester City was our first game of at Stamford Bridge. Even though it's at home, we knew it was going to feel really different. For me personally, I've been playing here so many years and feeling that atmosphere drive myself and the team on. To return here as manager against Leicester at home and have feel such support from the crowd, and we know that will pull the team through and the players through it so many times, and that was obviously not going to be there. But I felt that we could try and make positives out of the situation, and against Manchester City there's always times when you're not going to have the ball. There's always times when it's your work ethic and resilience that will help get you a result if you can. We just focused on that. We took our mind away from the fact that we won't have an atmosphere for or against us. And they performed excellently, as you have to beat Manchester City. It was a big result for us during the whole restart period. That was one that gave us real belief when you beat a team of City's level that it could be a successful end to the season for us. When I look back at the period as a whole, I think we can be pretty proud how we handled those tough times.
This situation has helped everybody to know each other better.
Hi, Tom.
Hello, my boy.
How you doing, son? Just thought I'd FaceTime you, see how you're getting on, mate.
It hasn't took my beautiful looks. As you can
No, I can tell that.
Oh, he's a charmer.
Playing with my little brother, I don't get to see much, so that's a positive side.
So you play the piano, you're a surgeon, you've got biceps 3 times the size of mine. You're a busy man, aren't you? We were probably a team not expected to be in the top 4 at the start of the season. By restart, we were sort of expected to be in the top 4 because of how we performed to that point. And that's a different kind of pressure.